Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's the Knockout set and I have a story time. But before that, I want to show you my hair, new hair. Who this? No. Also, I went to the Free Mac lipstick, which was, I think it was like 2 days ago. Anyways, but the color that I'm wearing is Mean Green Machine. I think it's so cute. Like, hey girl, I'm out here with the Zoanakas, trying to give y'all 90s flavor in your ear type of deal. But this is, I want to say it's a story time. Yeah, but it's not a story time. It's more like a life lesson. So let's backtrack. I got this job for a luxury brand. If you've been on my channel a little bit lately, I've said the luxury brand that I have been on. But long story is, well, short cliff notes version of that is that I was working, well, I'm still currently working, I'm at the end, and I got to this job and I wanted to take a full-time position, but of course the fall semester I start school again and I wouldn't be able to work, so I went and took the internship job instead. So of course, I already have my degree, my background is marketing. I also have another one in business administration, so I'm thinking that this is an internship, I'm going to be up top, with the marketing people, and it just wasn't like that. Like, I mean, every single day that I went to work, I came home, I was crying. Like, I felt so defeated in every way. It seemed like nothing I was doing was right. Like, everything, like they were like nitpicking at me for everything, and they always made it their what's the word, they made sure they let me know that they've been here for 30x amount of years, and then me, I'm just kind of like, okay, but you guys don't have to treat me like this. You don't have to treat me rude. I'm not being rude to you guys. They're expecting you to be in this luxury brand. One of the main ladies, she was expecting me. I mean, I had just started working there a couple of months ago, and the first day, within a couple of hours, she just thought I was supposed to like know everything that's going on. Like, no one told me anything. I didn't get any training, so you can't rush me because I don't know what's going on, which is crazy to me because it's like, I've been around luxury brands and people don't treat you like that, but they say people are stuck in their ways. But I feel as though you shouldn't treat a person like that. I'm like the nicest person in the world, and it literally like killed me every single day. Like, I had to wake up every morning and make a pros and cons list. Like, okay, is this worth it? You know what I'm saying? And the only thing I could think of was, I'm getting a credit for this for school. So this is the bigger picture. Like, the bigger picture for me is at the end of the tunnel, I'm getting my credit for this class and I'll be able to graduate in December. And that's just how it's gonna be. I mean, every single day, guys, I was just like an emotional wreck. If it wasn't for the guys that are on the second floor, which are the stockroom people, I don't even know how I would make it this far. Like, I have to, like, a big kudos to them, because every day they were like, don't worry about it, just let this stuff roll off your back. And I'm saying, the girl who was here before you, she was there for 5 years and they treated her worse. Just imagine being there for 5 years and I've only been there a couple of months. And I'm just kind of like, how are you in this environment and you're like this? I mean, these are like $1,000 shoes, you know what I mean? And the way that they treat people is just kind of insane. Like, I would never want to treat anybody like that. My mom is older than all these people. My mom is 65. So like, these ladies are like 60 and they're like, in their 60s and their 50s, you know what I'm saying? They'd say they've been working here for 30 years. Mind you, this is the commission part of the luxury brand. So it's just like, okay, I get it that you guys are working off commission, but at the same time, I'm working hourly and you guys are treating me like I'm not shit. Excuse my words. But it's like, you're basically making me seem like I'm your lackey, like everything you want me to do. I mean, people will be like, oh, interns go through this, blah, blah, blah. But this was like a totally different extreme. Like, I've already worked with, big name brands, for Fashion Week and things like that. And they've never treated me like that. Like, they treat you like a human being with respect. And I get that we're in New York and all that other kind of stuff. But these are people who are just, they're just rude for no reason. And then they'll turn around like 5 minutes later like it didn't happen. And they're like, oh, do you need, I'm going to go get something to drink. And it's just kind of like, what the hell? And then it's just kind of like, it's a lot. So then it's like, it's a guy. He's gay. He's the only guy there. And he like makes jokes, like inappropriate jokes. Like, mind you, these are every single day that I'm dealing with these things. Every day. He's just like, when I first got there, he was like, so is your father in the picture? Like, yeah, my father is in the picture. What's wrong with you? Crazy? Like, my mom and my dad been together since they're like 17. Like, oh, so do you have family out here, or like what does your mom do? Like, trying to figure out if there's like, I'm coming from a broken home or something like that. My life is pretty fucking fantastic. I'm sorry to say. People that love me, friends, family, all that good stuff. Like, he was like literally coming at me like with everything, and it took everything in my life not to say anything, because I'm like, why do you feel as though you can ask these like questions? Like, are you crazy? Like, oh no, baby, what is you doing? Like, and I would sit there and be like, is Ashton Kutcher gonna drop out, like, and say I'm getting pranked or something? And then his thing would be like, I mean, it's cool because my best friend, he's black. And I'm just kind of like, and what does your best friend that's black got to do what I'm saying? Like, here's an instant. There was like, they play music through the Pandora station. It was like something going on that was like, oh my gosh. So sometimes like you're not listening to a song. It was a country music song, and it was like a breakup song, but it was like funny. It was like, it was like, fuck your cat, fuck your truck, something. It was just like, it was like so stupid. And I was just like, sometimes country music says stuff, sometimes you're just like, what? And he was like, I could say the same about hip-hop. You know how they talk in their lyrics. And I'm just like, how did we just jump from country music to hip-hop? Like, anytime. So I'm just like, okay. He's like, well, you're from Texas, you know what I'm saying? My best friend, he was out there. He lived in Houston. I'm like, Houston is not, you know what I'm saying? He was like, well, just imagine being Asian and gay. Black men are like the most homophobic. And I'm like, how did we go from here to here again? Like, we were just talking about certain small towns that you go through. That's like in any place that they'll pull you over. Like, especially if you're going to Houston, you're from Texas, going through Cameron, Milan, any of those little towns, like passing through, if you're not doing the speed limit, they will get you. Like, minorities more than likely are going to get stopped. That's just how it is. And that's the conversation we're talking about. And he brings up in Houston, they're homophobic. And I'm like, how do we go from racist? I'm talking about them. He's technically a minority. He's Asian. And I'm just like, how do you go from here to here? How do you go from this to black men being homophobic? Like, if you go and you try any straight man, he gonna come at you. Like, that doesn't make it. It's just mind blown. And that's just like the tip of the iceberg. But to me, when I was going through all this, I just want people who are going through maybe similar situations. It may not be just racial. It may just be because, I mean, I am the only African American that's down there. There's another girl that came, but they don't treat her the way they treat me because she's older. She's probably like in her 40s. So they're not going to try her. You know what I mean? They're more so try me because I started before her. And it's like they're trying to be like on her good side because she's older. She's been in the business. So, they can't get slick with her. But I, like, every day I would like pray and be like, I'm going to get through this. It's going to be okay. Like, I always try and come with, every day I came to work, I came with a positive attitude, no matter what it is. Like, every day I come to work, they're like, why are you so happy? What is the reason for you being so happy? I'm just like, I'm just a happy person. Like, I'm alive. I woke up, like, my bills is paid, like, my mom is doing cool, my friends are having kids, everyone's having a good time. I don't understand why I need to come to work in a bad attitude. Like, no one has put me in a bad attitude ever, but it just seemed like it's so draining coming to this job. It's like they take the life out of you on purpose. Like, they hate for people to be happy. Like, down there, like on the first level, because there's like a lot of different levels in the one building of the luxury brand that I work for, which is which is the corporate office. And it seems like they hate when you're them down there on that first level, it seems like they hate when you're happy. And my mom always told me to never let anyone take your happiness from you, because just because they're miserable, you know what they say, misery loves company. And I learned that, like, I feel like being here at this job made me a better person, because I know that I'm doing something correct if someone always has something to say to me, because I'm smiling, I'm laughing, I'm in a good mood constantly, I'm not upset. Like, everybody goes through things in life, but it's not that doesn't make you who you are. Like, you could come from the hood and you can still be successful because your environment is not what made you. And I feel like, why would I let these people who are just this big in my life that I'm going to pass through and be better and be bigger in life, for this millisecond to just completely take me out of whack? Like, at first it took me a long time to realize that, but at the end of the day, I'm like, I'm me, I'm set. You know what I'm saying? I know what I got going on for me. I know the type of things that I'm going to achieve, that you're going to achieve after you leave this internship. And this will be nothing but a dream. So I just wanted people who may be going through something like that, like, think of something that you really love, or just something that you're just, every day you come to work, yeah, it's crappy, okay, work is trash, whatever, but as long as you have something that makes you smile, that light that flickers in you, like, you're gonna be okay. You will get through this. I mean, if I went through that, and I went through hell, I mean, my feet hurt and I'm on my feet for 10 hours, and these people with bad attitudes trying to take me down at any point, like, at any chance they got, they were trying to take me down. And I'm getting through it. I have like one more week, and I'm more than likely never gonna see these people again. So everything that I went through is going to be worth it. And it taught me about myself, seeing where my tolerance was. I didn't ever think that I would go through something, but you have to go through these things to make you stronger, to make you realize that there are people out there in the world who are upset, you know, but you have to continue being the light, even though they don't want to see it. But make your mark and let them know that you're not going to stand for this, and that you have to rise above the situation. No matter what you go through, you're gonna get through this. But until next time, my knockouts, your girl Set loves you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye guys.